Welcome in, everybody. We are here in another best of 5, and we are going to be heading into Dragonshire for the map number 1 of this lower bracket, lower bracket semifinal. Let me double check the terminology here. Lower bracket quarterfinals. So we have 2 lower bracket quarterfinals coming up right now. Exodia versus ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew is this one right here, and then after this is Ross Pierdahl versus the Monday Walkers, the DMW team. And let me go ahead and get a Twitch prediction written up for all of you. IRSC. Are the players on the correct sides? They are. Okay. So, yeah, aluminum. Yeah, we didn't do a ton of aluminum stuff because aluminum can be such a pain in the ass. But let's get into this. Let's dive on in. We are here in map number 1 in our second best of 5 of the day, and we got some bans at the top of the screen. We'll talk about all that in a little bit. But right now, this is Meta Madness style of draft. So heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps in the series. Bans at the top of the screen do not carry over, meaning Kerrigan can be played in maps 2, 3, possibly 4 and 5. Well, I mean, if she's played map 2, then she can't be played further on. But you get what I mean. The 18 restricted heroes in the entire tournament, they will see no play or ban. Kaldor did say that one of the teams was trying to like ban it because then you can, get more slots and things like that. And he's like, no, don't do that. So, either way, the 18 heroes are going to be Anduin, Blaze, Brightwing, Chromie, Dehaka, Garrosh, Genji, Hanzo, Hogger, Johanna, Junkrat, Lucio Malfurion, who was added in this weekend, Medivh, Rehgar, Sergeant Hammer, Sylvanas, and Valla. So, when we make it to map number 2, 28 heroes will be unavailable. That kind of, there's your easy kind of way to understand it. So we'll see what is going to be drafted here. Exodia did just get dropped to this lower bracket after a tumultuous... I don't know if that's the right word. After an absolutely tenacious, that's probably the better word, tenacious best of 5. Huge back and forth, really gritty games, great series. That best of 5, the first best of 5 yesterday and the first best of 5 today have been the best series in their own days. We'll see what ends up happening here. ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew and Exodia, pretty good teams up against each other. I'm going to take a look here really quickly. How did they fare against each other in the group stage? Trying to see here because everyone played each other. Let's see, Exodia. Hold on, let me show all these days for myself. There we go. Roleswap versus Exodia was a 1-2 score in the group stage. Roleswap got 3-0'd by Gremlins. The group stage was only they weren't best of 3s, they were 3-map series. And let's see. So Exodia. Okay, yeah. So it is. It statistically, Exodia is better or has done better against ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew, but we'll see what ends up happening here. So Dragonshire is map number 1. We don't have any map bans because there's no map bans in this playoff. There's only a coin flip, and the coin flip was won by the members of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew, so the map choice goes over to the side of Exodia. I think that catches everyone up on everything. And oh no, Dino won the coin flip and opted in for map pick. So it's actually they won the coin flip and chose to go into a Dragonshire start. Okay, so it is Tyrael Greymane for Exodia on the left-hand side. The starting 2 picks, we have a Thrall, Maiev, and Cassia banned away from Exodia. Kerrigan, Lunara, and Zagara have been banned out by ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. Volstead, Muradin, and Uther on the right. And what are we going to be seeing here with the Tyrael Greymane for Dragonshire? Still need a solo lane. Rexar could be grabbed early. Going to be going for Yrel, and we'll see the Kharazim again. Another Kharazim to be grabbed. I do like the dive value. 7-sided strike can be huge. What are we going to see, though? Muradin, Volstead, Uther. Into Yrel, they could Leoric, but Yrel has Righteous Hammer, and usually if he applies Drain, she just Righteous Hammers him, and Avenging Wrath breaks it, it's whatever. So maybe not Leoric, maybe it could be Misha Rexar. Kira is considered pretty good for the solo lane, but it will be a Probius and a Samuro. The Samuro I'm not surprised by, especially with BRB soaking. The Probius in this map 1 I'm very surprised by. Last pick on the left side. Tracer is up, and it actually would work out with their composition pretty well. Tyrael has Swift Retribution, movement speed, Kerosene dive, Greymane dive. Dude, I love the idea of the Tracer here. I really do think it would slot in well. Sagara can't be grabbed. She's banned away. Alarak! I was not expecting the Alarak. I'm excited about this. Oh, and Kin found the Probius copy-paste. Bean, cheese, bacon bit wraps for lunch. There was an Artanis earlier, Crush. We did have an Artanis earlier. Did you guys know that the guy who does the voice for Doug Dimmadome in Fairly Odd Parents, he passed away like a couple days ago? Left side of Dragonshire, map number 1 in our second best of 5 of the day is Exodia here in the lower bracket quarterfinals. I literally looked it up and then I forgot. Lower bracket quarterfinals. We got a Bad Benny Tyrael, Dehaka Yrel, Hazuab's Greymane, Yasu Karazim, and it is that Dino on Alarak. Right side of the map is going to be the members of Impromptu Role Swap Crew. First time we're seeing them today with BRB soaking on the Samuro, Porky Muradin, Sven Falstad, Hunter Orc Uther, and Vasilio playing the Probius as we get on into mid lane. We'll talk about level 1s once they're all chosen. Here we go. Oh, really, Astronach? Oh, that's a bummer. Alarak going into lightning, extended lightning level 1 for his lightning surge. Dauntless Yrel, Justice for All Material, Iron Fist Karazim, and Greymane with his viciousness. We do have Way of Blades for Samuro, Echo Pulse, Probius, Falstad Frequent Flyer, Muradin with his Dwarf Block, and Uther, Hammer of the Lightbringer. As we have Dino looking to check out this camp on the right side. He is all alone. If he could hit a Siege Giant, he could get the Quadra hit. There was a lot of people in between all of that, but Dino's unable to do so. He'll be having to back away. Left side camp is being worked on. I think he's just trying to harass a little bit. Samuro in the top lane. His Way of Blade, by the way, the critical strikes against enemy heroes from Samura's mirror images reduce their physical armor by 5 for 2.25 seconds to a max of 15. Here's the thing, though. Yrel is Dauntless level 1. So she could basically still have 20 physical armor. Yrel? Where? Dehaka, we are deep in the enemy territory. Righteous Hammer is charged up. A bonk onto Samuro. Stormbolt lands. Bad Benny comes through. Dehaka, Avenging Wrath, will be taken down. I'm not too sure about that call right there, Dehaka.
Inherit the Dragon Knight's power and lay waste to this forsaken kingdom.
Wow. I am a little surprised by that choice, but either way, Siege Giants in bottom, moving on up, but they're quite low already. They won't find much value, as I think Probius did have some, yeah, he's got his big old wave clear with the Warp Rifts. A cocktail thrown through the gate. Your negatively charged for the Alarak will be picked up. We do have, it's Air Ally, by the way. Place the Air Ally that gives allied heroes 20 spell power, grants vision, and reveals a large area around it. Has 351 health in the last 10 seconds. And Karazim can dash to it. The rare Air Ally for the spell power, but I mean, you know, spell power on Alarak, not too bad. Greymane has some ability damage, so does Tyrael. Now here's the question, is the Swift Retribution level 7, or are we just gonna see Burning Halo? Probius in bottom, almost taken down by Karazim, gets a wave of light. Karazim doubles back, trying to avoid a Stormbolt, but that Stormbolt damage goes into Dino. Silence is there. Dino gets a little bit of the level 4 stackage. He did get 1 stack on the Extended Lightning, but he will be felled in bottom. A second kill goes over the side of Impromptu Role Swap Crew. BRB soaking, swaps to mirror images. Yrel clearing out one of the retreating mirror images, but Bad Benny does not have the damage to close the distance. Falstad puts pressure onto Greymane, who was shoving a wave onto the port gate. Gray main, Hanzo obs, Inner Beast is active. Smurl pops mirror images, Righteous Hammer from Urel to create the space. Gray main, he had that Inner Beast active for a moment, but it will not be able to sustain it. Malarak clears out the wave really quickly. We do have your 7 on the right side, of course, because they have the earlier kills and such. A pretty even gamble here. Wow, nicely done, everybody. Nearly perfectly balanced as things should be. 66 stacks for your Falstead, so he does have the first milestone, but Sven will be taken down in top lane by an Avenging Wrath, and Dequaza is able to find a kill finally. BRB Soaking going to exit on the left-hand side, swap to your mirror image, but Windwalk allows him back away. Aldruin's Might. It is Swift Retribution level 7 for the Tyrael. Alarak will further reduce his sadism. This one is permanent, though. There's no way to get this 10 sadism back from Applied Force. What's up, Hostile? Happy Sunday, bud. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully the puppy is behaving. I'm assuming Beans has only gotten exponentially bigger in the last, like, 2 weeks. But it's one of those things that you don't notice when it's your dog. Until it's like a year later and you look at photos, he's like, oh, he was so itty bitty. Anyways. Oh, Dragonite available to channel in mid lane. Nasu chilling in the bush, Bad Benny floating around. We do have a Dwarf Toss in from Muradin. Heavy Impact level 7. Orky going for the channel. Nasu there for a punch. Bad Benny getting low, Swift Retribution down on the ground for that movement speed buff. It's 145% movement speed. And Dino goes down on Alarak. Falstead, does he get the objective? Looks like Sven will get the channel here. No one to cap the other points. And Yasu will hearth out. Molten Flame thrown out a little early. Flame onto the fort gate here. Bottom fort has gone down, by the way, on the left-hand side. 10 talent tier first for Impromptu Role Swap Crews. We do have Haymaker, the Porky Special. Divine Shield, Gust, Blade Storm, Samuro, and Pylon Overcharge for this Probius. Mega Beans is the next evolution for Hostile's dog, yeah. And then the third Digivolution becomes a giant gun. Dude, Digimon evolutions will always crack me up. But we have a Cursed Bullet from Greymane. 7-sided Strike, Judgment, Ardent Defender, and Counter Strike on the Alarak, as we are going to have mid lane fort drop to 50%. Impromptu Role Swap Crew having a pretty good start to this map number 1 in this best of 5 series. And this is an elimination matchup. We are in the lower bracket. Loser of this best of 5 takes 6th or something place. That'll be their run. No money. That's really it. Telekinesis, try and pull from Dino, but that's going to be Counter-Strike activated. Gust up against the wall. Dino low and will be taken down by Falstad. Another Avenging Wrath in from Urel to back away. Or sorry, Avenging Wrath out from Urel. Tyrael, Judgment onto Falstad. The Pylon Overcharge expiring. Sven low, but will not be taken down. Urel falls. Greymane goes down as well. And now it's Yasu the next to get picked off. Mid-fort should fall now. Digimon evolutions aren't bound by biology or logic, realistically, either. Some of them are absolutely ridiculous. I love it. 13 talent on the right side, 8-1 in kills, 145 stacks on your Falstead, so we hit the 2nd milestone. Currently has, 90 extra damage? 70 extra damage, that's right. His max is 195. Alarak still working to level 1, trying to hit that last reward to get the 10 sadism back. Negatively charged, currently at 12 stacks. The map is looking pretty good here for the members of Impromptu Role Swap Crew.
My husband is dead. Remind this kingdom of his strength.
Righteous Hammer finds this Samuro. He's going to get a few autos here and there. He's going to try and sustain on this point while his Muradin's moving in through mid lane to get the channel, and they should be able to get this. Samuro avoids a cursed bullet, sprints to the left, Gust from Falstad, 7-sided strike will not be enough. Samuro wind walks to the side. Sven now trying to back away. The barrel roll to the side. Hunter comes through with a stun onto this. Tyrael Greymane lunges in. Divine Shield applied to the Falstad as he flies to safety. And that'll be Pylon Overcharge. I can't believe it. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Porky with a Siege Giant camp, Bruiser camp, double minion wave, pushing up onto Keep Gate. Savage Charge kicks Alarak further away. Samuro and Probius top lane take down this fort. Dragonite still 26 seconds. It is 2-level lead. No talent tier advantage just yet. Dragonite is going to get canceled? Oh no, I thought they were canceling it right there. Still 9 seconds to go. Alarak, by the way, is level 13 is going to be the Blade of the High Lord. Bad Benny getting hit with a Stormbolt. Haymaker. Aldruin's Might to the side. Hammering out from Falstad. Muradin trying to chase in. No follow-up Stormbolt available. And Yrel is going to be discovered, but she gets the insta-mount with Divine Steed. Backs away. Yo, what's up, Foo Fighter? How you doing, bud? Oh, dude, my back hurts just reading that message. Ouch. Congratulations. 16 talent to your advantage on the right side, though. Benediction's a big one for the Uther. Press the attack as well from Samuro. Base attacks from Samuro and his mirror images against enemy heroes while advancing strikes increase their attack speed by 10% to 40. These bonuses are lost upon losing advancing strikes. Tyrael went down as I was reading a tooltip. He gets bursted. Bottom lane wave is pushing up. Keep Gate has mostly been taken down. Blade Storm was activated by the Samuro, so he's going to Sakuchi level 13. Dash away, 7-sided strike. Almost takes down BRB Soaking. And will not fall this time. Haymaker on to Dino in this bottom. Telekinesis. And his Discord Strike go out. Pylon Overcharge hitting onto Hazuabs. Yrel coming in for a potential flank. Tyrael's still dead for 2 seconds. Muradin, heavy impact, Stormbolt, Thunderclap down on the ground. Our defender is forced out from Yrel. Alarak going for a telekinesis and such. Gets another stack on his level 4.
Prepare yourselves, heroes.
And our third Dragonite is up and available. Stun from Uther lands onto Tyrael. Little wave of light goes out onto Reformed. Reformed being Porky, by the way. Instead of answering me directly when I asked last week, they just made fun of me, so that was cool.
There must always be a Dragon Knight, but will it be you?
Right side camp is going to be grabbed. It is a level 16 almost here on the left-hand side, which is going to be a big transition for Exodia. You got the Templar's Verdict, level 16. You also have that Lightning Barrage, which can be huge. We actually see a Way of 100 Fists. Okay, no Cleansing Touch. Heraldric Reforging for the Tyrael and Lord of his pack on the Greymane. 16 could be the turnaround moment for Exodia here, but they are trailing by 2 whole levels and 3 forts. You have a wave pushed up in top lane. Might be able to take down the top lane fort. Meanwhile, Falstad's like, cool, I'm going to go ahead and get at this keep. You guys can have our top lane fort. I'm going to go get a keep. Probius is rushing down here as well. Muradin and Uther. Samuro is just going to be able to clear things out afterwards in top lane. Karasim's heading to bottom to try and get Dragonite. They're not going to end here through bottom lane. Yeah, they're going to get keep. Samuro will be able to delay out mid lane while... Actually, no one's in mid for that. Falstad flies into the bottom. Yasuo trying to back away is on the wrong side of the engagement. Divine Shield from Uther looking at chasing onto Yasuo. Benediction was activated there. Dino's so very low from the Pylon Overcharge. Will not be taken down. In the mid lane, Tyrael I think was going for channel, but BRB Soaking has the delay. Bottom lane, Siege Giant pushing up. 16 to 19 in our experience. This will be a Falstad wave clear really quickly. Yrel over the wall, the Righteous Hammer lands on a Merton, the Curse Bullet into Porky as well. Stormbolt thrown bad into Bad Benny. As Dino tries to telekinesis in, get another hit, but he won't be able to do so. Siege Giant in bottom, slowly but surely taken down by the minion wave. Yrel will cancel out the Moonshine in bottom, getting 50% channel, has her Vindication charged up. Divine Steed rolls on out of here, and Murden steps onto the point. Kerosene will then be able to take control over the Sunshine. Falstad with 223 stacks currently. He's going to get a little bit more. No, he's going to retreat out of top lane because I think there was a potential dive onto him. Right side, Bruiser Camp up in 1 minute 50. Left side, 1 minute 46. Bruiser Camp in the bottom, finished by Porky and crew. As Kerosene holds the Sunshine, Telekinesis, and Discord Strike lands on a Samura, but he's able to Windwalk Sakuchi Teleport really quickly. 20 on the right side, though. It's 2.5 level lead. Burden Dwarf launching in. Rewind will be his level 20. He's going to rewind onto Hazuabs, get the Haymaker as well. Pings onto Hazuabs. The Judgment from this Tyrael comes through. Double stun onto Karazim on the right-hand side from the Benediction of Uther. And Porky lands a max range Stormbolt into Dino. The Righteous Hammer from Yrel pushes them back, but a stun from Uther into Bad Benny. Dwarf launch in once again from this Muradin. Righteous Hammer from Yrel, our defender is activated. Hunter Orc has a few more stuns into Dino, who's trying to back away. The Holy Ground is going to be there, but before Porky dashes in, silenced by this Discord Strike. Dayquaza is low and stunned and taken down. Porky that's Dino falling as well. Porky getting the kill. Sven gets the channel. This is going to be GG's in favor of Impromptu Role Swap Crew here in map 1. In our second best of 5 of the day. We got 3 total best of 5s for all of you. As Muradin wants to try and get the Finland. Greymane respawning. Bad Benny will fall. Greymane the lone defender. Dragonite just walks in through mid lane. Molten Flame on the core. And this is absolutely going to be an Impromptu Role Swap Crew victory in map number 1 of this best of 5 lower bracket quarterfinal series. Well then, our sub number magically went up by 1, and now we're 23 subs away from our goal. Look at that. Nicely done. Well, the sub spiel, we're 23 subs away from our goal. If you'd like to help us hit that, it's much appreciated. Helps us sustain full-time streaming, bring you 6 days of great content and all that good stuff. And, welcome back, everybody! We are here in our second map in this Best of 5 series, and we're going to be heading into Tomb of the Spider Queen. On the left-hand side, it is going to be the members of Exodia. On the right, it is going to be the Impromptu Role Swap Crew, and we will be having a Map 2 choice coming out from Impromptu Role Swap Crew as Exodia opted in for first pick priority. Yeah, that's wild to me, Foo Fighter. Like, oh, if the Lions lose, I'll be like, oh, shucks, dang. And then that's it for me, pretty much. If the Lions win, it's like, woo, yay. And that's it for me, really, as well. Like, sports doesn't drive how I feel. Bandit drives how I feel. And Bandit's the best boy. So we've got a Twitch prediction going for all of you. Medivh will be first banned on the left-hand side by the crew of Exodia. Exactly, Cole. Exactly. Kerrigan will be removed. So as we enter into Tomb of the Spider Queen, there's the 18 heroes restricted in the tournament, plus the Meta Madness rules, so the 10 heroes we saw in map 1, Samuro, Muradin, Yrel, Probius, they cannot be played in the rest of this entire tournament, or rest of this series. When we get into our third best of 5 after this series, that pool will reset except for the 18 restricted heroes. I always hound on this, and I think a lot of you know these rules, but it's just, you know, sometimes we get a new viewer that's coming in, they're lurking, they don't know everything about it, so it's always good to kind of do a small refresh, catch everyone up, and now we can dive more into the draft, as it will be Stitches removed, Medivh as well. Kerrigan, will there be like a Thrall ban maybe? Thrall did see a lot of bans in the first best of 5, and I do know that Exodia likes to play it. I think Hazuabs enjoys playing his Thrall quite a bit here. So this is going to be a lot of thought being put into this one. A Nubarak will be banned. Okay, so we've got a melee assassin. Yeah, there's the first big Thrall. I'm not surprised by that. Well, it's also Dino. Actually, Dino did play a Thrall earlier on as well, so. Alrighty, what do we get for the first two pickups on the side of Impromptu Role Swap Crew? By the way, Cho'Gall, I believe, has had a 0 win rate in the playoffs. Because Cho'Gall was played yesterday, and it lost. Yeah. Cho'Gall has had he was played yesterday once, if I remember correct, and lost. He's played once today, and he lost. So I think Cho'Gall is literally 0 win rate. That is actually really sad for the two-headed trouble. Ross Speedell played it yesterday, and they lost to RoleSwapCrew. Exodia versus DMW, there wasn't one of those yesterday. Nameless Kings versus Ross Speedell, there was no Cho'Gall. And then we had the Cho'Gall earlier in map number 3. It was map number 4, was the Tomb of the Spider Queen game. And yeah, so Cho'Gall is 0-2 in the playoffs right now. I'm not gonna lie, this is a really nice Cho'Gall setup, just saying. Thrall, Tracer, Deckard, that's also a nice Cho'Gall setup, just saying. We'll see what we end up getting here. Leoric will be banned away. Leoric here. I wonder if there's a consideration into a Deathwing. Leoric does have really good, the Entomb is really good to capture Deathwing and stuff like that. His percent-based damage is really on point as well. Alexstrasza can heal Deathwing. She's one of the 2 heroes in the game that can actually heal him. She can have that level. I mean, it's just like,
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Alright, Alexstrasza Mephisto, though, you can still go into Diablo. Could look at Mal'Ganis possibly as well with this. And this is going to be the Diablo, Rexxar for the solo lane, and then they can flex their last pick. It could be a Cassia if they want the blind into Thrall and Tracer. Valkyrie could be a pickup as well. Ball Lightning would be broken, I think, by everyone, so Valkyrie could be a nice thing.
Denied.
Sure. Hurt my feelings further.
Our world is worth fighting for.
Gul'dan May with the Deckard, Tracer, Thrall. So Thrall solo, I'm thinking? Definitely want Gul'dan in the double soak. Alexstrasza, Mephisto, Diablo, Rexxar. I like the idea of the Cassia, honestly. The sustained damage is pretty good. Valkyrie could be a good tool to fish for the backline units. Yo, Day. How you doing, Day? Good to see you, Day. Oh, it's gonna be Jimmy right click. Alright, different sustained damage dealer, but Jimmy right click coming through. Impromptu Role Swap Crew. It's a too long of a name to type, so yeah, Impromptu Role Swap Crew. Hopefully, you and Squishy are having a nice, cozy Sunday morning. And thanks for the stream last night. I was lurking during your Hollow Knight stream. Day, you need like a Day lore emote because you literally, there was one point where you just went and talked about the lore of Hollow Knight Silksong for, I want to say, like 20 minutes straight, and I loved it. We need, like, Lore Master Day or something. Oh, we need Day Kirkane! We need Day Kirkane.
Preparation advised.
Sorry, I accidentally clicked on their hero number. Alright, let's get into it, everyone. We are in map number 2 of this best of 5 series. Tomb of the Spider Queen, Impromptu Role Swap Crew lead this series with Porky on Diablo, Vasilio playing your Mephisto, Hunter Orc, Alexstrasza, Sven with the Rainer, and BRB Soaking will be on Rexxar, and of course Misha played by Misha.
Battle begins in
Left side of the map is Exodia with a Dayquaza, Thrall, Dino on the Tracer, Yasuo, Deckard, Kane, Bad Benny, May, and Hazuab's Gul'dan.
go. Kill.
Couple potions thrown out. Fell Flame into the fort gate really quickly. Hazuab is just getting a couple hits here and there. Pursuit Flame level 1, Sapphire, Deckard, Kane, a Parting Gift, and that is going to be... Ooh, I blanked on the... It's Ice Storm, yeah. It's not Black Ice. That's a different talent later on, if I'm not mistaken. Maelstrom Weapon for your Thrall. Mephisto going into Unyielding Power level 1, Exterminator for the Rainer. You've got your Soul Shield Diablo, Flare for the Rexar, which has nearly 100% uptime, 20-second duration, 20-second cooldown. Cooldown starts the moment you throw the Flare. So when that expires, you just throw another one, and it is going to be Quaza taking down a bottom lane from the rotation. Circle of Life, level 1 for the Alexstrasza for her Abundance, spawning a globe every single time she finishes out that quest. Big thing will be the level 4 from Mephisto. He's going to go into Spite to get the synergy of that. I always like to bring up Hysteria, but we rarely ever see any Mephistos going into that. Shadow Charge into Overpower, no wall bang or anything like that. Bad Benny's going to be able to back away just fine. Because the thing is, like, Hysteria's nice and everything, but realistically, we just see it Horrid Skull. Or, sometimes it's Shard of Hate, but lately, most Mephistos, especially with Unyielding Power, you'll see them go into it Horrid Skull. We'll talk about that at level 13, because it is a very strong talent. Then, poking here and there in bottom, 8 stacks on him. There was a change on the Pursuit of Flame that if you die before finishing your 30 stacks, you do lose everything. Pulse Bomb lands onto Porky. He'll tap well. Camp from the left side is going to be pushing up here. Diablo steps out for the gems that Mephisto is able to clear off the enemy units. Icing from the May into the Blizzard, but there's going to be an Abundance on the ground. That heals up Diablo for a good chunk. Oh, that's a bummer, Cole. Because trans rights are human rights. Tracer. Poke onto Mephisto here. There's going to be a Fire Stomp out from Diablo. Overpower. Cryo Freeze from Bad Bunny activated immediately. Porky can't get the Shadow Charge into the wall. Level 4s are coming through. Here's that Spike from Mephisto. Increase the Regeneration Globe healing duration by 100%. Every tick of Regeneration Globe healing activates Lord of Hatred, reducing the basic ability cooldowns by 1 second. Rexar Misha will be going into Hunter-Gatherer level 4. Alexstrasza 7 of the 15 stacks. She will go into the Heat Exhaustion, increase the Flame buff it slow from 40 to 50% and cause it to no longer decay. Thrall level 4. Frostwolf pack at 3 of the 6 stacks. Another Fire Stomp into Overpower, onto a Shadow Charge. Bad Benny getting chunked. Skull Missile goes out. Cryo Freeze activated. Bad Benny will be taken down by Rainer. A second kill over to the side of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. As the Exodia believers in chat put a decent amount of channel points in the hopes that we get a 1-1 score here at the end of Tomb of Spider Queen. Thrall is getting a little bit of free stackage off of Misha. 16 stacks. He's 4 stacks away from the first milestone for the Wind Rush movement speed bonus to 40% and the 40 extra damage. Sorry, Wind Fury, not Wind Rush. This level 20 upgrade. Hanzo up, getting a little bit low. Mephisto dives in with a Lightning Nova. Sven almost falling here. Dragon Queen activated by Alexstrasza. Bad Benny's the one now into the really risky positioning. Has to use Cryo Freeze. Root lands from Decker Kane onto Porky. As Alexstrasza is done with her level 1. And 6 seconds earlier than that, Hazuabs did finish his Pursuit of Flame. So if he dies, he does not lose any of that stackage. There's a turn-in available on the side of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. Can they get the Webweaver summoned and push in for some fort gates? Level 7s here on both sides. They're all going into the Elemental Assault. Sven a little bit low. Pulse Bomb lands. Immediately, there's going to be a Abundance down on the ground from this Alexstrasza. Parting gift from Dino gets a little bit of Pulse Bomb charge. What is it, 6% per hit? 7% per hit. Overpower onto the May once again. Diablo's full on souls. Mephisto diving out. Bad Benny needs to icing away. And this is Red Webweavers descending on the right-hand side. See if Exodia can defend this and save a lot of their structure health. We do have Emerald, by the way, level 7 for your Decker Kane. Icing in from May. Tracer comes in for the Pulse Bomb onto Mephisto. He's going to look to back away. Tracer has some good sustained damage, but will not be able to take down the Lord of Hate. Bad Benny, though, is low. Skull Missile misses. Lightning Nova, though, is going to be on point, and May does go down. Hazuab's being pinged. Webweaver is still pushing into top and bottom. Looks like there's going to be a rotation in the top lane. 3-0 in kills, and the members of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew are looking to run down Hanzo in top, but that is defensive tower Zoning Sven, minus 40 armor. This Webweaver will confirm the fourth. And let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers, everybody. Dino on Thrall does have his Dehaka on Thrall has his Frostwolf Pack level 4 done. I think I saw like 25-ish on the level 1 stacks. A Flare goes out once again. Dehaka's the scene. Tracer starts working on Siege Giants for bottom. Will Misha go down to check? Sven does. Oh, Lifebinder. Boards to be unleashed. Lightning Breath for Porky. Durance of Hate. And Rainer. Are we going Raiders or are we going to go Hyperion? Gustwing level 20 is really, really strong. Lightning Breath into Hazuabs. Tries to back away. Mephisto diving out with a Skull Missile. No mana available. And Hazu does not want to burn any of his life bar, as we do have a blue Webweaver descending into ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew from Exodia. And it is going to be Hyperion for the Rainer, by the way. Dehaka throws the Feral Spear back in case Diablo steps up. Doesn't land the root. Doesn't step up. Sticky Bomb for the Tracer. Ice Wall, Sundering, Stay While Listen, and Horrify for the Gul'dan. Some talents that can kind of... Some talents that can be a little anti-synergistic, you know, Sundering and Ice Wall, or Horrify and Ice Wall, Stay While Listen. So there's some things that could potentially not capture or just push people out of a heroic. As the Ice Wall goes out, Sven getting hit with the Pulse Bomb. Will activate some healing. Bad Benny low, armor being reduced by tower shots. Bad Benny's going to be able to back away the Lifebinder onto the Rainer. Does activate. There's Horrify to him as well. Outstraws pops the Dragon Queen as the Webweaver Death Waves are coming in. Mephisto is here to help out. That'll be top lane Webweaver cleared away. Mid lane needs to be cleared out. Stay a while and listen to slow down the rotation. Tracer with the 1v1 into Sven. Will get some healing over time, as well as that heal from Alexstrasza. Bad Benny low. Mid lane fort does go down. Rainer rooted by Decker Kane. Tracer recalls. And Thrall gets a bottom lane forward. The members of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew, they save the top lane, but they lose mid and bottom. A little unfortunate for them, and that is actually a lot of good experience coming through for Exodia. They'll be able to close that experience gap. Icing in from Maeve. Blizzard gets the stun onto Diablo. And Webweaver turn in. 2 gems needed for another turn in from Exodia. And 12 of the 55 turned in by ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. Flare onto this camp. Noah. Rainer's gonna start. Okay. Ice Wall zones Alexstrasza a little bit here. Blizzard does the same onto Diablo. Pulse Bomb lands onto Porky. He'll use a minion to Shadow Charge to safety. And it looks like it'll be back-to-back Webweavers for Exodia here. Fire Stomp into Shadow Charge. Another Fire Stomp to try and delay out Hazu, but he doesn't get the hit. So it is going to be that blue Webweavers to the left-hand side. Exodia down by a little experience. They might be able to get 13 during all of this. Rexar and Misha still soaking bottom. Let's see what this blue Webweaver phase yields for Exodia. Bellflame icing from May. Porky getting poked at here and there. Rainer Auto's coming in. Hazu up's really low right now. He did tap some well, but he's got Consume Soul level 4, and you see him jump up in health really quickly as he steals some minion health bars. Mid lane Webweaver fairly hardy here with a camp minion wave. Objective 13 on the left side. You do have Fell Armor for the Gul'dan. A little safety there as well. Ancient Blessings. We have Jumper, if I remember correct. It is going to also be your cooling servos for May. While Cryo Freeze is active, May basic ability cooldowns recover 200% faster. Basic attack slow by 20% for 1.5 seconds is the passive. We do also have the Thrall going to Frostwolf Grace. Top 4 goes down to Gul'dan. And the members of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew are not looking as flashy as they were in the beginning. And I gotta be honest, Porky has been shadow charging out of Bad Benny so much. And I feel like there are other targets, but Porky has really been focusing on May. And I don't think that's like his only target that he's had, but I really do feel like Porky's just been like, ah, Bad Benny, I'm gonna shadow charge you again, and probably see it again right here. Oh, goes on to Dehaka this time for the overpower as well. Another Fire Stomp activation. Dehaka gets some Maelstrom weapon hits. Boars unleashed by the Rehgar. And Thrall at 50 stacks. He has a second milestone. So he has the baseline movement speed buff. He's also got another set of damage. And it's 90 damage right now? No, it's 115. God, it's going to take me a while to remember these ones. 40 and then 75. So Thrall at 115 extra damage. Flare thrown into the boss pit just in case the enemies are going for that. And it may yield vision on Hazuabs here immediately. Half a level for 16. 0 to 3 in kills. And it's going to be Exodia leading. Where's that experience coming from? Let's take a look here. Oh, it is mostly in structures and passive, actually. Ice Wall from the Mei. Finds no one. This is going to be a crowd freeze from her. Ancient Blessings come down from the Decker Cane. Dino chasing in onto this Mephisto. Alexstrasza is going to get hit with a Horrify, as there was also going to be an Emerald on the Haraja Cube that did deny some of the heals. There is going to be a Lifebinder onto Diablo. There's so many blue health bars low, and Diablo is so split from his team. This will be Diablo rooted, but not taken down. Boss, by the way, was leashed in the top. 16 talents here on the left-hand side. Ramp and Hellfire is big. Herodric's Staff. Tracer is going to be going to Ricochet. You do have your Fresh Powder for the Mei as well. And Alpha Wolf on the Thrall. It does feel like Impromptu Role Swap Crew. They are falling behind in this mid-game. Tracer going for... Oh, she's just chilling over here. By the way, there's 112 gems held on the right side. Jesus Christ. Hunter and Sven should have enough for the turn in here. Yeah, more than enough. I didn't realize that I think Diablo got a turn in as well. So if you're curious what it's looking like, Raynor and Rehgar have the next turn in. That's wild. Nicely done. Boss in the top lane pushing up. 16 on the right side. By the way, we didn't talk about, but there's that Horo Skull, level 13. Hitting a hero Skull Missile grants 25 spell power for 6 seconds. Skull Missile deals 40% more damage to heroes under 50%. It's a good synergy with the Unyielding Power for the extra Skull Missile charges as well. Lightning Breath from Porky activated. Bad Benny trying to back away, and so does Dino. Boss is going to be on keep, and they should be able to save this around 30%. Maybe closer to 50, realistically. The damage on this is really nice. So keep is saved at about 50%. Mid and... mid and bottom, Webweaver's cleared away. Top lane, I mean, that's just going to die to damage over time. Webweavers lose 100 HP per second, so... That'll get into the lane and then die. But the waves are pushed back a little bit. A little bit of footing has been picked up by Impromptu Role Swap Crew, so a little more comfortable here. Raynor clearing out the wave. As I mentioned, enough for a turn in between Raynor and Rehgar. Porky trying to anchor or play aggressively forward here. The clutches have opened up. Fire Stomp for power, but Shadow Charge onto Dehaka. Bad Benny coming in. The Ice Wall lands. Pulse Bomb onto Raynor. Horrify from Gul'dan. Lifebinder. There's going to be minus 75% healing from the Emerald of Deckard Cain. Misha going in. Bad Benny Shadow Charge by Porky once again. That is going to be Raynor falling. Diablo Souls expended. Mephisto falls as well. This is Alexstrasza trying to back away. BRB Soaking picked up some gems. A root lands and Hunter Orc goes down. This may be double camp mid lane for a keep, possibly core. They actually don't go for this extra camp. No flames going in. Pulse Bomb onto Porky. Roderick healing debuff. Scrolla sealing. Lockdown. Exodia, after a rough map number 1, an awkward start to map number 2, they are going to look like their normal selves and be able to take down the core of Impromptu Role Swap Crew. Ladies and gentlemen, Chad Cho'Galls, we're going to be heading into a map number 3 with a 1-1 score, which means we're getting a whole lot more of Heroes of the Storm. GG, well played. A map number 2 victory to Exodia. Alrighty. Oh, yeah. 15-minute tomb game. Exodia. They hit their 16s. They hit their stride. They take down the enemy. And they got a 1-1 score. Welcome back, everybody. We are here in our second of 3 best of 5s, and we are getting into map number 2 with a 1-1 score between Exodia on the left and ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew on the right. It is going to be ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew choosing the first pick of the losing team from Tomb of the Spider Queen, and Exodia will be choosing the map of Infernal Shrines. So we've got a lot of heroes unavailable right now. It works. Oh, it's a video from Inversion from Space. Chat, see, viewers will literally just throw like a random link in chat and be like, "Watch this streamer!" It's like, I don't know what that is. People, there's good people here, but I still, you know, and you don't open random links while you're streaming. Look at that Ben Star thumbs up. Cav, congratulations on your 20 watch streak.
Yes.
Alright, so, we are going to be here with Infernal Shrines, Meta Madness Draft, all that good stuff. Malfi will be first ban on the right side. Medivh continues to be removed away from ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. Exactly. Oh... So, things like Kael'thas are pretty good for this map. I'm trying to think of like what has and hasn't been played, or if it can be played here and there. It gets played here and there on this map. Kerrigan will be continued to be banned away. I believe we've already had a Falstad played in this series. They could murky this. Samaro's been played. Could see like a Zarya composition possibly.
Who the hell's that? That's not what's his name, the grad student.
Nah, I graduated. Must be the new one.
New one. That's supposed to be a
Prime sub. Vita, thank you for the Prime Gaming for 31 months. No message, but I appreciate that greatly. Meat Slap. I don't have any meat to slap right now. That's the issue. First pick being thought about very heavily from ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. Vita, thank you again so very much for the Prime Gaming. I appreciate that. Thank you for the continued support of the channel. It's really nice of you. Sonya, first pick on the right-hand side. BRB Soaking getting a comfort pick in that. Could be Wrath Berserker because that is the... BRB Soaking likes to play Wrath Berserker quite a bit, but it could still be lead. This was not something I anticipated. I was not anticipating Exodia to first pick a Cho'Gall on Infernal Shrines. I don't know how I feel about this first pick Cho'Gall. Like, I like a Cho'Gall, but right now Cho'Gall is 0-2 in the playoffs. Ariel will be grabbed, and maybe Tychus here. Oh, a Nubrak for Cocoon. Okay. Yeah. Ban-wise, probably a Tychus ban, right? That's my guess. I would assume they get rid of Tychus, unless they plan on taking it. Sonya's percent base damage at level 16. Tychus is just good on this map in general, honestly. Zagara will be removed. They don't want to deal with her level 16 as well. Creep, Poke, Siege is really nice with Zagara. Ban-wise, Ana's not a bad ban, actually. They could ban Ana here. Yeah, Nano Boosted Cho'Gall is really good. Nano Boosted Cho'Gall is the reason I was leaning into the Ana ban. Let me just put my crystal ball away over here. That's a little cheating. So we still have like they still have Morales. You can stim Cho'Gall. It's kind of silly, but it is pretty good. Stukov I think is up. Lily is up. Deckard was already Deckard was already played. There's the Morales. Tychus picked up with this as well. Is not too bad. Will they consider a Cassia into the Tychus for a little bit of blind? Hostile, you have to say hi to Vita. It's the necessary thing. If Vita says hi to you, you have to say hi to him. These are the rules. I don't know what these last two picks are going to be.
The weight is
Cassia and Zeratul. I like the Zeratul for possibly VP. VP the Cho'Gall and then run down Tychus Morales, or vice versa. Bad Benny last pick, or just last pick on the left-hand side. They need a solo lane. They need something into the Sonya. I think, let's see, Yrel was played, Rexxar was played, Leoric is banned away. D.Va's up, but I'm not crazy about a D.Va here. I think the Zul is good. I think the Zul is really good. It gives you siege potential. It gives you more wave clear, which you're sorta lacking. Not really. It's okay. Zul solo is pretty decent into Sonya. I think this is a great draft. I think it's a great draft. For the record, I didn't make the rule. No, of course you didn't. I made it. Because... Oh, you're going to Daytona 24 hours. Oh, God. Have fun in Daytona. That'll be fun. Like, no sarcasm. That's not really flat on my end, but that'll be a good time. Going to a racing event is like going to a different planet. Just, it's a completely different, like, culture and experience. It's so much fun. It's chaos. Left side of the map as we are getting into this map number 3. Infernal Shrines Best of 5 Series, second Best of 5 of the day. Let's see. It's obviously Hazuab's, but, oh, who is CMP? Dayquaza, right. Yeah, because he was, Chili Mountain Dayquaza. Bad Benny on your Zul, Dino Tychus, and Yasu will be your Morales. Right side of the map is going to be the Impromptu Role Swap Crew with their BRB soaking Sonya. Porkyon, Anubarak, Sven playing the Zeratul, Hunter Orc on that Ariel, and Vasilio playing a Cassia. You good boy, Bandit. Press the attack for Tychus. We see you. Life support. That's not right. Yeah, it is life support. Shade for Zul and Callous Hide on the show as he gets hit with a Tame Strike. Stunned up against the wall. Surging Fist in. Immediately hit with an Impale. Charge Strikes Cassia. Zeratul with the Mindhunter. Furious Blow for the Sonya on the Seismic Slam. We do have the Majestic Span, or sorry, the Righteous Assault for the Ariel. Sometimes we see Majestic Span levels 4. And Anubarak will be going into Ruby Armor. We might just see a full W build out from him. Yeah, we have the Golden Guardians, like, AAA team or whatever it is for hockey. They signed a deal, and their games are up here in Tahoe. It's like the Lake Tahoe Lake Monsters or something like that. But those games are pretty fun. Those games are a good time. And then there's some, like, college hockey that a bunch of us have gone to as well for the Lake Tahoe Lakers. Alright, so bottom lane camp will be grabbed. Mortar Punisher in the top lane. Huge belief on Exodia here. Jesus. One doubter for the odds, at least, on the side of Impromptu Role Swap Crew. If you want to play the odds, there you go. Well, Exodia trying to find the first victory with Cho'Gall in the playoff section of this tournament. He's currently 0-2. Morales getting dove on by Anubarak. Misses the Burrow and the Impale. Just want to check something really quickly here. Oh, it is Burrow Charge. I've said Burrow Charge forever, and I'm like, I don't think I've ever looked at the talent name. Sonya continues to shove top lane. Bad Bunny looked like he did back away for maybe a reset or something. You have left side camp being worked on. Sonya weakening that gate. If they win this objective in top lane, Impromptu Role Swap Crew has some pretty decent siege potential here. Zeratul continues to do double soak as he wants to finish out his the Shadow Hunter level 1. Repeated defense for the Ariel. Jailer's on the Zul. We've got Cellular Reactor on that Alice. Shot of Fury, by the way, at level 4 for that Sonya, by the way. Slam from BRB soaking immediately into Cho'Gall. I have Kilrog just below, being scouted, cleared away by Porky. Dino gets a little grenade going out as well. Zool and Zeratul will just I thought they were gonna brawl in the middle of the map, but they're purely just going for double soak for the allies. Tame Strike picks up the second stack for the Ariel. Sonya slamming away through this objective. 10 skeleton defenders on the right hand side of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. Actually make it 17, 18, 19. 7 on the left side as Porky's getting a little bit low. Zeratul still double soaking. Bad Benny has stepped up to try and help out in the fight. Porky does not have a well tap, it looks like. It's a small heal out from Hunter Orc. 15 to 19 in those skeleton defenders rising over on the side of Exodia. I have Kilrock scouted out. Zeratul coming in for a bit of pressure onto Dino. Do have that wormhole level 7 for the Zeratul. A lot of blink ability for him, especially once he finished that level 1. Still another 6 stacks to go. Yeah, 9 of 15. 32 to 26. It's looking pretty good for the side of Exodia. Can they finish this out? They only need 5 more. Tychus is trying to get a minigun onto Sven. And yes, it is going to be Cho'Gall getting Mortar Punisher for the top lane. Surging Fist in. Cassia trying to back off so they don't get that splash stun. The fort gate should go down here. What's up, Lazy Hydra? How you doing today, bud? Happy Sunday to you. He's still really low, trying to back away, trying to squeeze by the Ariel. Punisher jumps over. Porky with a 100 and something HP had to dive away. Cho'Gall still chasing in. This is going to be the Cassia getting a little bit low. We do have Cho'Gall trying to get the kill into Cassia, and they will not be able to do so. The Punisher has expired, but Dino just miniguns this Sonya, and she'll fall. First blood picked up by Exodia, and the top lane wave is cleared out. Displacement grenade hitting a few enemies. Runic Bomb from Cho'Gall poking onto the fort. That's a barrel charge in from Porky. Once again, we do have Minion Wave on the way into this top lane structure still. Zeratul soaking for his allies, but ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew, they're down by a little experience. They're going to lose their fort in top lane. Zeratul's done with that level 1, so a lot of mobility for him, but the first structure will fall 5 minutes 21. Cassie with the most insane fend right there. And it is Firestarter, by the way, at level 7 for the Cho'Gall. With the Edge of Madness. Jailer's finished by the Zool. He does go Tragghouls at 7, and level 10s are almost here. Let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers, everybody. You do have Combat Tactician for the Tychus at level 7. Did go into Master Assassin level 4. No bigger they are or in the rhythm. Dino wants more ability to activate the minigun and chunk onto the enemy as he dashes in right there. Stim drone onto Cho'Gall as he's going to look to chase into the enemy. Draken Laser Drill will be the heroic pickup by Dino. Twisting Nether, Skeletal Mages, and Twilight Hammer. Wrath Berserker from Sonya popped as she is going to be trying to chase on to Zool in the mid lane, and with the help of Zeratul will be able to get the kill. Valkyrie, Cassia, Might of the Nerazim, a Nubrak with Cocoon, lands it onto Cho'Gall. There's going to be a Valkyrie pulling Dino back in. Get over here as Morales is knocked into the wall. Yasuo gets taken down by Basilio Charge. And this will be bottom lane Fort Gate is going to be taken down here. Nubrak summoning as many beetles as he can while the minion wave is on its way. Next objective, I didn't look at the last Punisher death timer, but we got to be getting close to the objective being announced here. 4 on Morales, 2 on Tychus. Nubrak burrowing in, trying to summon as many beetles. Ariel has a wave coming up behind this allied team. Porky with not a lot of mana. I'm expecting him to recall before they go for this objective, but the fort does go down. Zeratul entering into this engagement too, but he thinks he's going to double back here. Stim onto Cho'Gall, and Zeratul blinks away. Yo, Moodier, thank you for hanging out with us, bud. As always, and you know this, the VODs are always available. These videos will also go up on YouTube eventually. We're still having the group stage scheduled on YouTube, but I will start probably editing these videos tonight or sometime this week. But have a good one, bud. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time. Thanks for being awesome. And Mr. Bandit, you are perfect. Wrath Berserker activated by the Sonya. 16 skeleton defenders on the left side, 2 on the right for ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. Resurrection, by the way, we didn't talk about that for the Ariel. We do have a Twilight Hammer up from Cho'Gall, twisting the others going to be there. BRB soaking a little bit low. The Dragon Laser Drill is going to get some good damage. Resurrection immediately onto the Sonya as there is a Cocoon onto the Cho'Gall. Valkyrie looking for something. Impale lands onto Morales. Can they Mocus Morales? Burrow Charge hits her. 100 or so HP, but Morales will not be taking down Cho'Gall. Sorry, Zeratul almost takes down Dino. Sonya has a Whirlwind. Does she have a Spear? Does she have a Slam? Jam! Tychus Grenade! Spear misses! BRB soaking! Can't get the kill. 32 Skeletal Defenders is looking really good for the members of Exodia. There's going to be another Stim Drone onto the Cho'Gall. We do have a Bone Person on the Sonya. She will slam. 39 to 32. It is going to be Porky so very low. Cho'Gall unable to get the kill. And Zeratul will be picked off here by a Shadow Flame of the Gull. Surging Fist in, Twilight Hammer, Wrath Berserker, and Hunter Orc goes down. Golden Block will be picked up. That camp and everything is pushing up into the keep gate. Zool makes Swiss cheese of that. Bottom lane fort completely taken down. Cassius soaks in top. And it is looking pretty good for the members of Exodia here in map number 3 of this best of 5 series. They have taken down a second structure. They're going to maneuver into mid. I don't think they're going to go for it. They're actually going for a Cassia kill. Nice hammer, twisting nether. Valkyrie finds nothing. And Cassia goes down. Multi-block avoids the Impale and Burrow from a Nubrak onto Cho'Gall. Resurrection up in 12 seconds. Cassia dead for 20 still. Cocoon onto Morales. Porky is so low here. Dino does go down to Zeratul though. Cho'Gall with the Surging Fist in, but Porky is able to get that tap onto well. On Tychus, Cassia just now respawning. Resurrection available. Next objective will be... Doesn't show on the map just yet. Oh, it's going to be mid lane actually, so 12 minute 30-ish. Invade on this left side camp. Sonya Whirlwind on that immediately. Does have the hat activation from Ariel. Stow Hope actually. Surging Fist from Cho'Gall charged up. He's just going to go ahead and clear out some Impalers here. And Porky is dancing. Okay. Zeratul clears top lane. Oh, Cocoon just now coming off cooldown. Wrath Berserker up in 7 seconds. Draken Laser Drill. Actually, Skeletal Mage is the only thing on cooldown. The left-hand side is Surging Fist from Cho'Gall allows him to back away. Eye of Kilrog cleared out as well. Zool continues to soak. He does have Echoes of Death at level 13 for the sides. And Sonya Ariel grab this right side camp. Cho'Gall and friends will finish out the left, and they're going to wait a little bit here. Tychus, by the way, with That's the Stuff. Minigun heals Tychus for 100% of the bonus damage dealt after it expires. We do have the System Shock, the Displacement Grenade dealing... heroes hit by Displacement Grenade deal 30% less damage for 3 seconds. Nice pickup there. Speaking of pickups, Impaler camp for bottom lane. Bottom lane wave pushed up on to keep. Nubrak looking for the Burrow charges there. Cocoon on the Bad Benny. Nope. So bottom lane wave gets pushed up a little bit, and there will be a disengage, but it is 16 talents here, just about here for both teams. Slightly faster on the left, but it's not going to be that big of a deal. Let in Orb, I assume. Frenzied Fists. You do have Reservoir of Hope. Cassia with the Martial Law. Zeratul with the Master Warp Blades. Giant Slammer. Epic Enter for a Nubrak. Zool is holding level 16. Yeah, I was expecting it to be Decrepify, but I was like, maybe we'll see something different from Bad Benny. There's that objective, as I said. Around 12 minute 30. Burrow. Nubrak. They're going to drop a Draken Laser Drill. Dino trying to back away here. Sven gets a Singularity Spike. There's going to be a Cho'Gall Twisting Nether that doesn't hit anyone. The Cocoon comes through. And that'll be the end of the engagement. Let's see. Still have Resurrection and Valkyrie, Stim, Mages, and Twilight Hammer. But Twilight Hammer's like a, what, 7-second cooldown? Oh, 15 actually. It's a little bit longer than I anticipated. Sonya a little bit low. Tamer Strike into the wall. Burrow charge from a Nubrak into Impale onto Yasu. Objective has been started. Zool soaking bottom currently. see if this Frozen Punisher can be picked up. Zeratul with a lot of pressure on the Dino. Sven may take down Space Marine. A Valkyrie pulls Cho'Gall further in. He's going to get the Tamer Strike into an Impale. Stim Drone activated onto the two-headed Trouble. Zool gets a Bone Person onto Sonya. She falls. And Exodia dive in more right to Twilight Hammer into Cassia. She's also taken down. Nubrak is able to get away on the right-hand side. Actually, Cho'Gall's still trying to chase in on the top. Gonna try and take down Hunter Orc. A nice Detainment Strike pushes back Dayquaza and Hazuabs, but the objective... Uh-oh, Zeratul caught with the Bone Prison. Tychus dashes forward. Zeratul blinks out just fine. Blinks over the wall, and auto attacks onto a few minions. Yo, what's up, Be Crazy? How you doing today, bud? Good to see you.
Summon the Frozen Punisher.
Well, we're currently in our second of 3 best-of-5s, and it is the Exodia crew pushing in towards a keep. The question that I posed to them is, can they get keep and possibly go core? 14 minutes, death timers are low. Siege value, though, is pretty decent here. Dragon Laser Drill is available, and I was going to say it's going to be summoned really quickly. Sonya slamming into that, almost takes it down immediately here. She will get a Spinal Slam and take it down. Surging Fist from the Cho'Gall, the Twisting Nether also activated. Big damage on the Cassia, and she does go down. Resurrection immediately activated onto her. Punisher at 30% HP. Zeratul zoned to the left-hand side, caught by a Bone Prison. A Cocoon on the Morales immediately broken out. Punisher jumps over to the Sonya. Valkyrie avoided by a Molten Block, but I don't know if Cho'Gall lives here. He will be taken down. And the keep does not fall. Zeratul looking for more damage. Dino low on the right side of our screen, and he shall go down to a Sonya Slam Jam. Good night, Yasu. As they also get picked off. Zool, the last defender, trying to run away. We do have Sonya soaking up top lane. I would not be surprised if there is a rush for camps or a rush into... oh, they're going to go for mid lane for it. Okay. I mean, Porky's got Beetles to summon, so those will tank the tower shots. Zeratul already working on the minion wave. And Fort is being cleared away quite quickly, and without any more Beetles, Nubra... Yeah, they're pinging the fort, like, why are you guys leaving? We need to take down this fort. Zeratul's gonna soak bottom lane. Minion wave is about to be here. Burrow onto the camp. Cassia tries to fend, doesn't get the animation. I think Zool left bottom. I think he was going for bottom, then hearthed out because Zeratul may have shown or something. Left camp is gonna be leashed, and they're just going for a third fort in top lane. I actually think this is the call. Yeah, this is the better call. Uh-oh, Zool? Did Zool just get caught out? Burrow onto a new... Oh my god, Nubrak burrows Cocoon onto Bad Benny. Sorry, Cocoon onto Cho'Gall. Bad Benny with a few hits here and there. Twilight Hammer. Sonya has a wave, had a wave in top lane. 20 talents here on the right side, ignore pain. You've got the Shadow Stride, Titan's Revenge, Light Speed for the Ariel, and Rewind a Nubarak as they don't take down the top lane for it. It's so low. Impaler camp that Zeratul did grab is pushing up in bottom lane. The 20 on the left-hand side, Cthulhu's Gift. You have your Twilight Frenzy, activate to reduce the cooldown of Shadow Flame and Dread Orb to 2 seconds for the next 6 seconds. We do have your Hyperactivity, reduce the cooldown of Stim Drone from 70 seconds to 35, and increase the movement speed bonus from 25 to 50%. Zool with his Mortal Wound, that is a 75% healing debuff for 4 seconds, synergistic with the level of 13, 16, and 20, of course. And Tychus, what are we going focusing Dioids? No, he's gonna go Bob and Weave, level 20, okay. Burrow from a Nubrak fishing for a stun on the Dino. Zeratul jumps in to take down the fort. We have Wrath of Berserker from Sonya activated. There will be that stim onto Cho'Gall. Does he go back in for the fight, or does he just poke onto the enemy wave incoming? Yeah, it's the latter of the two. Zool, scouted by a Nubrak. Porky throws down the Impale. Sidewell being poked at, and top lane objective is coming up next. I want to quickly just peek over here. The Keep Gate taken down on the right side. Full Keep Gate on the left for Exodia. Tension here in map number 3 as this is going to be 8 to 8 kills, 20 up on both sides. All heroics off cooldown. Actually, Wrath of Berserker still 20 seconds on that cooldown. But here's the next Punisher. Could be the final Punisher of this map. Going to be scaling up pretty well. Zeratul gets another wave pushed up really quickly in mid. Singularity Spike onto that catapult just to weaken it a little bit. Second laser drill is summoned. Wrath Berserker activated by the Sonya. We have a stim drone on the Cho'Gall. He will be cocooned immediately. Zeratul getting hit with a bone prison. Gets a couple autos onto some of those defenders. Twisting Nether activated. Big damage from Cho'Gall as Morales goes down, but Zeratul is traded. Sonya falls next. Hunter Orc will get a resurrection onto Sonya. Is that light speed? Ulti block from Cho'Gall. We have Cassia falling as well. And a Nubarak taken down. That is a...
Finland!
And this is Punisher top lane. Tychus is gonna take out the wave. Nah, he's gonna overkill on that, but realistically, Cho'Gall's already here, working on the remainder of the keep gate, and as I said, he's got that Cthulhu's gift. Cho'Gall basic attack becomes ranged and slows the target by 20% for 2 seconds. Punisher is here. Cho'Gall gets shoved in by the ally. Ariel could resurrect! Yeah, this is looking like it will be a victory here in map number 3. The first Cho'Gall victory in the playoffs. Zeratul jumped on by the Punisher, blinks back into the Hall of Storms, gets a hat from the Ariel. That'll be Core still falling. GG, well played. Map number 3 goes over the side of Exodia, and they're one map away from continuing in the lower bracket and knocking out the members of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. We're pushing slowly but surely. We are eking up on those Twitch subs. We are now 22 subs away because of Vita's Prime Gaming for our January Chef Baja. We'll be making pasties, an original dish from Cornwall in England. But it was also popularized in Michigan during the mining times of the Upper Peninsula, and it is something I grew up with. I like it a lot. I thought it'd be fun to make, so we'll go ahead and do that. And yeah, we're gonna run some ads. We're gonna get ready for the next game. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. It's been a great day of casting, and you know what the best part is? We still have, even if Exodia wins the next map, we still have another best of 5. Benstar thumbs up indeed. Welcome back, everybody, into the Best of 5 series. Second Best of 5 of the day. I got myself a fresh 4th cup of tea. We have got Exodia on the left-hand side. Up in this Best of 5, the members of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew on the right have opted in for first pick priority as the losing team in this Best of 5 series. So we'll have, or in the last map, sorry. So first pick goes over to the right side, and then it will be your Exodia choosing map number 4. Right now, if the members of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew can win Garden of Terror, we will be heading into a map 5 for the second time today. We are currently on trajectory for max maps if ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew can pull the W here on Garden of Terror. We're going to find out together. Vikings to be banned away, Kerrigan banned away, Maiev removed. As we're entering this draft, we've obviously had 3 maps played, so 30 heroes are unavailable, and then there's another 18 restricted in the tournament, so 48 heroes are unavailable. Then we have some bans at the top of the screen, so that makes it 52 heroes of the 90. ETC first pick coming out from ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew here on Garden of Terror. Oh, I forgot to start the gamble. Funk. So, Gleaming Varian will be the pickups here on Exodia's side. Ace, you know the answer to that question. Okay. ETC. Gleaming Varian. Jaina. I don't think Jaina's been played in the series. Like, ETC plus Jaina's not bad. ETC Tyrande Malthael. There's so many different directions they can go into, and it's really kind of like open. So realistically, it's like, what do you not want to deal with? I would say that's probably the biggest thing, is just like, what is... Alright, they don't want to deal with Lunara here. Interesting. I don't think Stukov has been played in this series. Stukov would be a smart ban. We're gonna get rid of the Ana again. I really do think, like, Varian plus Stukov is a really nice combination. Charge Taunt, Lurking Arm, Leaping Burst, Low Blow, Growing Infestation, It Hungers for the reset potential, Flailing Swipes. And there's the Stukov. We do get a Zagara as well for Garden of Terror. I like the Zagara here. Her camp clear is good. Her siege is nice. Her lane push is on point as well. So ETC Tyrande Malthael. What do they want to do here for the last 2 pickups on this right side? I still like the Jaina. And, like, maybe Raynor. I don't think he's been played yet. No, I think Raynor was played earlier.
My hatred is unending.
I was not expecting an Asmodan and an Illidan, that's for certain. Laming Varian, Zagara, Stukov. They could pick up, could maybe pick up some sort of bruiser here? Or maybe more sustained damage? Not sure. Lava Wave is really nice. Ragnaros kind of blends between Bruiser and Melee Assassin. More on the Bruiser side, but he does have some decent value as well in the 1v1, so... And damage output. I'm assuming it's going to be Lava Wave, push out the waves, push back the Asmodan push. It's going to be a very interesting draft. Duncan Sting. Alright! Map 4! Let's see. Can ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew find victory and take us to a map 5? Or is this going to be Exodia with a 3-1, knocking ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew out of Meta Madness 9 here in the final Heroes of Storm Tournament of 2025? Exodia left side. You've got a Dehaka, Ragnaros, Hazuabs, Zagara, Yasu playing your Stukov, Dino Li Ming, and Varian Bad Benny. Right side of the map is going to be ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. BRB Soaking is your Illa Dank. We have a Porky ETC, Sven, Asmodan, Hunter Orc on the Tyrande, and Vasilia will be playing your Malthael. Tyranda's not mounted, and you know what that means? Boop! We got a first Sentinel thrown across the map, and... Oh, I think we're going to a map 5. First Sentinel of the game hits. We all know what that means. GG, well played. Go next. Ming throws in an Arcane Orb, Magic Missiles onto Fort Gate Tower. Reed Asmodan, Immolation for your Illidan, Fear the Reaper Malthael, ETC is Guitar Hero, and Lunar Blaze for the Tyrande. Low Blow, Engulfing Flame, that is going to be your Infested drop. Sorry, it's Corpse Feeders for the Infested drop. Overpower from Varian, as well as Aetherwalker Li Ming. So top right, Bruiser Camp grab, bottom left, Bruiser Camp being worked on by the opposing side. Sentinel being thrown into this will smack onto Dehaka. No Ranger level 1 for increased damage or anything like that, but still vision provided. ETC and Varian. Nice face melt from Porky reading Bad Benny's charge. And ETC will just make his way into bottom lane wave as Asmodan continues to just soak things out. Another camp to be grabbed here on the mid side for ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. Autos from Tyrande land into Fort Gate. Ragnaros will pop Molten Core already. So he's got his Molten Swing, his Meteor Shower, and his Explosive Rune as his abilities. I don't know why, but it feels like those abilities sound way louder than everything else in the game right now. What? What? Rev, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. I looked at your stats at one point and I saw a lot of A lot of green grapes there. Congratulations. I hope you had a good stream day. If you got a raid and run and get out of here and eat some food, I understand. Welcome in, Raiders. We are currently in our second of 3 best of 5s. The first best of 5 of the day went max games, and we're here at map number 4 of this second best of 5. And so we still have another one coming up after this. Ross Beardall versus the Monday Walkers, DMW. So you are all raided into a nice cozy place with more Heroes of Storm action coming your way. If you're new to the stream, drop a follow. Why not? And if you're not new to the stream, thanks for hanging around with us. And thanks again, Rav. I appreciate it greatly. Hopefully you had a phenomenal stream today and a lot more victories than losses. It did look like that when I was checking your stats earlier when we were waiting for another series to start. Illidan in the top lane, by the way. This is going to be opening up things in the fort front gate. 9-9, not bad, not bad, not bad. Good on you, my friend. 18 Heroes games is a lot, dude. That's a lot of Heroes action right there. But as I said, if you gotta get some food, I absolutely understand. Illidan in top lane is gonna take down Dehaka. And BRB Soaking finding first kill for his team, pulling in some experience. First seed bottom right of the map. ETC looking for an angle onto Dino. Porky is not gonna power slide in. What's up, Eddie? It's a nice little emote. What's up, King of Bongo? So you must have been a big fan of Donkey Konga, right? You see face melt onto Yasu. Weighted push goes out, but I don't think it actually hit ETC there. I mean, when I had the week of HOTS, I did 13 NA games, 13 EU games, like back-to-back. I did 26 in 2 days, but yeah. That was an experience, to say the least. Yasu will be taking down a mid. Dino hit with a Sentinel, but not killed. 154 on their HP. A Arcane Orb goes out onto ETC and just tickles his hide. A dunk from Azmodan fished for Dino hit, but Dino was able to back away from that. Waza pressured a little bit by Illidan in top lane. Looks like the mini wave is coming up. Tyrande, Illidan, and ETC will push onto the fort. Sentinel thrown out. First of the 3 seeds picked up by the members of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. Illidan dives out. Bad Benny with a chunk of damage onto them. Porky with the Elude's Chosen level 4 activated from Tyrande. Well, it's 10 talent here. Let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers. Build-wise, nothing looks crazy out of the ordinary, so I was just skimming really quickly if there was anything major to note. But 10 talent here on the right, 2 kill advantage. Hunt, Stage Dive, Demonic Invasion, Last Rites, and you're going to be seeing Starfall as Stage Dive gets vision. Last Rites is going to be utilized for the stackage. Azmodan Dunkaroonies into top lane wave. And this is ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew with some real strong aggression in this map number 4. I mean, you know, chat, I said that I want max games. I will be hoarse by the end of the day for sure on this one, but this is looking really fun between the 2 teams. Azmodan lasering onto the top lane fort. A few shots onto the mini wave, but it's not going to be safe. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Illidan's going to try and dive onto. Oh my God, Hazuabs went for a devouring maw to BRB Soaking. Tower shots land onto the Illidan. He needs a way to back away, and Li Ming gets a kill. First kill for the side of team. Prefer Exodia here on the left-hand side. Azmodan floating around, but it looks like he might just go Soak. Actually, it is 15 seconds on Illidan. He'll have Hunt back available. They could contest this. There's poke from Tyrande, there's poke from Malfurion, there's poke from Azmodan. Top lane wave just got cleared away from the minions. And is this going to be Garden Tear summoned over to the side of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew?
Isn't nature splendid? Gather that seed.
That Sentinel hit Hazu as they were hearthing. That is unfortunate right there. So Illidan's back. He's got Hunt. He's going to go get a little bit more soak in top lane. 94 stacks for Azmodan. Z looks to try and get a bit more in top lane with the help of Illidan. Sticks around in mid. Do have that seed up and available in the bottom center of the map. Can it be channeled by Ragnaros? Looks like it will be, and I don't think there's a delay onto him. Actually, there is a dunk from Azmodan from mid lane. Illidan's still top, but he's got Hunt off cooldown. Sentinel from Tyrande interrupted. Dino blinks into it, and Ragnaros gets the first seed for their team. Lava Wave activated. We do have the shield wall for the Illidan. Hold on, there's going to be a Hunt devouring Maw. Demonic Invasion on the Fort Tower. Dunk from Azmodan. Chunks onto Hazuabs. They will not be taken down. And it's now Sven taken down. BRB soaking to fall immediately next. And the members of Exodia... I think there was a bad stage dive. If you're looking at cooldowns here, I think there was a bad stage dive from Porky. Unfortunate. So,
A seed is sprouting.
level 13 here on both sides, but 3 kills, 3 to 3 in kills. It's a lot better for Exodia here. So Zagara and hold on, Illidan just respawned. Are you serious?
Stop! He's already dead.
Damn, dude.
Blue team has destroyed
That's unfortunate. ETC gonna try and pull these Shamblers to the side. Hunter are going for the channel, and I think this will be picked up. I don't think Varian can delay this, so. And here's the thing, Garden Turret in top lane is gonna descend pretty far into the lane. Unless Ragnaros clears this out quickly. And he does, so you can see the Garden Terror 180 back to where the minion wave currently is. Fight breaks out over here, devouring Maw, last rights onto Zagara, she does fall. 4 to 4 in kills. Ragnaros pops Molten Core in mid lane. Not being able to turn off minimap clicking is the biggest quality of life issue Hots has. What are you talking about? There's Lazy Hydra, there's literally a thing for click through your minimap. There's a setting in Heroes. Is that not... You know about that, right? Or are you talking about something else? Hunt from Illidan on to the Zagara. Dunk from Azmodan coming out as well. Taunt from Varian lands on the ETC. The Elude's Chosen is activated. ETC is trying to block him back away. Porky gets the power slide to safety. And Illidan starts working on a top lane camp. Taunt onto ETC, Lurking Arm, Mortal Strike was activated, minus 40 healing for 3 seconds, right? No, it is 4 and 4, right? Yeah, 40% for 4 seconds. Camp stolen away. The members of Exodia do have a sorry, not one. They have a slight experience advantage, sorry. I thought they had a whole level lead, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not right. Azmodan is, what, 2 stacks away? 2 stacks away, literally, from finishing his baseline, and he'll have that level 1 value as well. Sven gonna hearth out to go deal with top lane or something? Sven's full, I don't know why it was hearthing. Maybe anticipate. Hold on, that's a stage dive in from ETC, the hunt in from Illidan. He gets hit with a devouring maw from Hazuabs. Dehaka hit with the last rights. They take them down. I don't think they gave a stack over to this Malfield. BRB soaking is still chasing on the Hazuabs on the left-hand side. And there will be a turn into this Bad Benny. He goes down. Dino with 106 HP. Yasu will be the next one to go down. Illidan diving in deep. He's got minus 40 armor. He does have the evasion active. Has to dive back over to the gate. 25 on Varian, 13 on Ragnaros, 26 for the Stukov Death Tivers. Mid keep will go down, but is this enough to go into the core? Illidan I mean, he's dashing, diving back and forth, so I don't really know what the positioning. Porky's positioning leads me to believe that they will, but Illidan's already kind of backing away here, so I think it's just keep back off. Hunt from Illidan on to Dino, who gets a blink to the side for the power slide. The wave of force is not going to be enough. The Huntress mark is there. BRB soaking, auto-attacking a few things, uses sidewall to dash away. Next seed is here on the bottom left. Good play coming out from the members of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. They pick up another 4 kills. They get the mid lane keep off the enemy. And they still have their mid lane fort, so that's going to be constant catapult pressure through the mid lane wave. Camps are being worked on. Taunt from Varian lands on the Illidan. He dives over to the minion, or sorry, the camp over here. Power slide, last rites, good night, Stuke off. Li Ming about to respawn in 7 seconds. Next seed, top center of the map. Oh my gosh. Now we have a level lead, by the way. 17 to 18. As Hunter Orc will Hearth out for full. Molten Core from Ragnaros. Clears things out here in bottom. Seed in the top center is going to be spawning in just a moment. But yeah, chat, look. You can go into, what is it, gameplay? And you can literally have, which one is actually, which one is it? Windows key. There's a button
There's my precious
to click through your map, and I can't remember where it is. Oh, smart commands through minimap. Yeah, smart commands through minimap. There you go. That's literally the setting right there. I turned that off like ages ago. Or I guess turned it on. Alfiel. Shroud goes out. Asmodan's currently pushing bottom. He is going to be throwing more of those Death Shrouds in. Lava wave through bottom. Pushes things back. 20 talents here on the right side. Asmodan will go into Sin's Grasp. Very synergistic with the level 1. Illidan with his Bolt of the Storm, 70-second cooldown. Final curtain for the Malfurion. Ride the Lightning ETC. And the Tyrande is going to be going into the Celestial Attunement. No, that's level 16. This is the Celestial Wrath.
Blue team's core is under siege.
Targeting stage dive is left mouse button. Targeting stage dive for me is pressing R. Because I use on release. Or I use quick casting. I would say 90% of these players, like I don't think any of these players have the standard you press R then left mouse button. Usually a lot of these players playing with quick cast on. Either quick cast on or literally like, because there's 3 settings for it. There's on release and then there's on, and it's typically what people play. I can't imagine a world where Porky is hitting R and then left clicking where he wants to go. That'd be extremely rare at this level of play. Because it's more button pressing, which you don't want to do. You want the least amount of buttons to get the most value. Lava wave in bottom. Asmodan Demonic Invasion will come through. Dunk from Asmodan pokes as well onto this keep. And right now, it's a 5-kill advantage. 20 talents here on both sides. Zagara does have the pack instinct, so you have the repulsion from Li Ming. Glory to the Alliance. It is Lava Surge. And Stukov, oh, he's holding 20 because he's going to go into Controlled Chaos. He's not going to be going for top off at level 20. He's holding level 20, so that way when he uses Flailing Swipes, he can then take the 20, and then he gets the 3 charges. Last wave in the top. ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. They're one good team fight away from taking us to a map 5.
Sprouted.
The tension is mounting. As we show you some stats, we're going to zoom out a bit here a little bit better. Yasuo going for the channel. Will there be an interrupt onto Yasuo? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So they will eat Garden Terror inside of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. Look to clear things out. Lava Wave to try and push things up in top lane a little bit faster. Illidan already heading into bottom. Mid lane is going to be defended at the fort from the members of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew. Very in charge taunt. That's a repulsion. Li Ming. Porky very low. Needs to back away. Mid fort will immediately fall. Dunk going out. Poking as well.
Blue team has destroyed
Top fort will fall after in just a moment. Illidan dealing with bottom lane. Dunks from Asmodan poking here and there. Currently sitting on 280 baseline stacks. Done with the level 1, of course. Top fort did go down right over there. Exodia looking to push in here. Self-cleanse onto the Malfurion. Power slide. There's a Hunter's Mark onto Varian. Repulsion from Li Ming pushing people around. Here comes the hunt in from Illidan. Devouring Maw onto this ETC. Inner Flare going out. Molten Core from Ragnaros activated. As I mentioned, you go Lava Surge level 20, so he's got the extra charge and I believe cooldown reduction. Lava Wave again through mid, pushing up the wave and clearing out the spawning catapults and such. Asmodan dealing with top lane Garden Terror, while the rest of the enemy team, or the rest of the team defends through mid. Exodia trying to take down this keep, but won't be able to do so. Another dunk from Asmodan. Chunks onto Dino. Power slide from Porky into Bad Benny. Laser applied to Bad Benny as well. He's going to be slow. The stage dive in from ETC. Looking for a good target. Is there a power slide? Good controlled chaos from the Stukov to push these enemies back. Bolt of the Storm in from ETC. Varian hit with the last rites. And we do have the Malfurion still chasing in. Sentinel misses onto Dehaka, but Illidan should have a dive in just a moment. And that's going to be a mark from Malfurion as Dehaka is getting chased. Another self-cleanse, another dunk out from Asmodan. This is going to be Yasuo getting a little bit low. ETC power slides in. The flailing swipe pushes one back, but that is Dehaka going to be taken down. This is looking like, ladies and gentlemen, ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew are advancing towards the enemy core, but you got to be careful. That mine at 40 armor as Li Ming gets a reset. Trying to find another one with their Repulsion into Porky. And I don't know if they're going to go for this core. Illidan's a lot of the damage. Asmodan is here. Zagara, Stukov, and Li Ming to defend. Li Ming's got some really good core defense abilities with just artillery from arcane orbs and magic missiles. So it looks like this core will not be called in for. And we are going to see some camps grabbed. Ladies and gentlemen, map number 4 continues. And we do not have a map 5 yet, as I'm going to go ahead and snooze some ads out. Make sure you guys don't get ads in the middle of this game, because no one wants to see ads now, right? Now is not the time, Twitch, for the ads. Lava Wave through mid. Siege Giants are still pushing up. Lava Wave up in 14 seconds. Yeah, and I was going to say, Surge gives you a cooldown of 30 more seconds, so it's a 90-second cooldown there per charge. Asmodan gets a top lane camp. Illidan dives over for the Siege Giants below that, and it looks like ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew will get this. I had people complaining about ads yesterday, and then I think they literally left my stream, and I don't know why, but whatever. I don't know, man. Weird. Then with this demonic invasion, we do have more summonables as well. A little bit of damage onto the keep. Repulsion from Li Ming to push everything back. And next seed, top right of the map. 338 stacks on the Asmodan baseline. 8 for Zagara on her level 7. 17 Lunar Blaze stacks for the Tyrande. 4 stacks on the Malfurion last rites. That's a big one. That's 20 seconds off his 70-second. This is 5 seconds per. And so if you do max out, you basically, your cooldown becomes 20 seconds. But right now, it's a 50-second cooldown. 6 kill difference. Keeps all available on the right side. Mid lane a little low. Top lane keep low. Mid, bottom lane keep low. Mid completely gone on the left-hand side of Exodia.
Gather the seed, heroes, quickly.
Sentinel goes out. More Shroud out from Malfurion. Lava Wave to push out bottom lane. An impromptu roll swap crew with backing away safely here. Asmodee may have a dunk to delay out Stukov Yasu. Stage down from ETC. Hunt from Illidan onto this Stukov. The dunk flies in as well. Stukov flailing swips are coming out. Illidan trying to dive onto Yasu. Will take down that Stukov. Dehaka picked off by a Last Rites 5th stack for Malfurion. Illidan Bolt of the Storm into Hazuabs, but Devouring Maw does capture Bolt of the Storm. Let's actually ride the lightning for this ETC. Power Slide finds Hazu. Lunar Flare. Face Smoke comes out afterwards. It is Dino and Bad Benny to defend their core as the members of Impromptu Roll Swap Crew have maneuvered in across the map. And I think they want to go for the pentakill. Dino getting low. The dunk doesn't take them down. Demonic Invasion Summon. Illidan's like, bro, let's win the game and head to a map number 5 as the Demonic Invasion will take down Li Ming. Varian will clear out a wave, and this is going to be GG's. Ladies and gentlemen, it's all going to come down to the next map. We currently have max maps in today's 3 best of 5s, and I'm here for it, man. You love to see it. GG, well played. Well, as I have been saying throughout today, as the sub counter's been going up a little bit, we have got 22 subs away from our goal, which is a bit of a stretch, but you know what? It helps us sustain full-time streaming, bring you great games, commentary, casting, all that good stuff. But we are getting ready for a map 5 in our second best of 5 of the day, and you know what that means still, chat? We still have another best of 5 after this one. Do we get the 15 games today? We're gonna find out. But right now, I gotta run some ads because now's the time we run ads. Subscribe if you can. If not, ads are coming your way. After that, we'll be getting into map number 5. We're gonna find out what we got going on here, as that was a absolute blast of a map 4. Welcome in, everybody. Sky Temple, map number 5, in our second best of 5 of the day, as we have Exodia on the left side, Impromptu Roll Swap Crew on the right, and it all comes down to the Sky Temple map. What is going to be the results of this? Does Exodia continue in the tournament, or will Impromptu Roll Swap Crew be the ones to further their progression into the lower bracket semifinal coming up on December 20th? Next weekend, we have 2 best of 5s on Saturday and a best of 5 and a best of 7 on Sunday. So bigger, chunkier weekend this weekend, and then next weekend's a bit shorter. But either way, still great games, great action. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Let's get into Sky Temple Draft. Vikings immediately banned away. Medivh continues to have permanent ban out from Exodia. I want a Murky so bad in this game. I want to see a Murky so bad. I don't think we're going to get a Murky, but a man can dream. Yeah, that was kind of expecting the Abathur ban here. That makes a lot of sense. All right, so Probius was played earlier. Oh god, this is the hard part. When you get to map 5, you're just like, okay, what is available? Like Kira, Kel'Thuzad.
Wait till they get a load of
Oh yeah, Kerrigan was like permabanned throughout this as well, and now they actually get Kerrigan as a first pick for Exodia, which is kind of like S pickup. Kerrigan's really good, especially with Ravage being baseline. I mean, if you finish it, it's a 325 damage bonus. That's humongous.
Anna checking in.
I bring pandemonium.
Anna Chen for the right side doesn't really show anything in the draft. Sleep Dart, Wander, and Keg are good tools as well. It could be an early Chen. One, I mean, BRB Soaking plays a really good Chen, but also, if the Kerrigan was the first pick and they're afraid of a dive draft on the side of Impromptu Roll Swap Crew, then Wander and Keg would be a great way to push the enemy, deal with that dive. Arthas pickup and an Imperius, so it is looking like let's run at you. CC Train, Choo Choo. I mean, Howling Blast, Celestial Charge, into Impaling Blades. You got Primal Grasp. There's a lot of control and dive on the left-hand side of Exodia. They're gonna need a healer at some point. Not sure what healer they would like to ban away. What is even left in the healer pool? Oh, they're gonna get rid of Lunara, okay. I think, like, Lily is still up, I think. Whitemane is maybe up. I don't know, there's not a lot. Zarya I don't think has been played yet. Orphea ban, huh? I mean, Nano boosted Orphea. Was Kael'thas played already in this series? I don't know if he was. I don't think so. I know he's played on Towers of Doom in the first series. As Dino said, convection or no balls. Is Uther still up? I'm pretty sure Uther was played in map 1 or 2. I'm pretty sure Uther was early on in this draft. Not 100%, but I'm like 75% sure he was on like map 1 or 2. I think he was on like Infernal Shrines map 3 maybe? There's Dragonshire, Tomb, Infernal.
I hear
Nazebo will be grabbed. And Whitemane. Kerrigan, Arthas, Imperious, Nazebo, Whitemane. It's not an awful draft. It's nothing amazing. And I don't think Kael'thas is played, but they're going to go for the Jaina instead. Ana Chen, Jaina, Leoric. Are they going to go for another Bruiser here and hypercarry with the Jaina? Or are they going to pick up something sustained damage-y? I'm not even sure what they want. They are going to go for another Bruiser. There isn't really much to deal with Deathwing. I think this Deathwing pickup is actually, like, brilliant at the end. I actually don't think there's much to do with Deathwing. Hey, get your gambles in. Let's see what we got going on. Map number 5 of our second best of 5 of the day. And the good news is we have another series after this one.
I would prepare for your ceaseless battle.
Welcome in, everybody. We have got ourselves a Sky Temple map number 5. We've got some Discord issues, but we can introduce who's on what side while we wait for that to be fixed. ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew in the red. It is going to be Porky on Leoric, a BRB soaking Shen. Sven will be your Deathwing, Basilio playing the Jaina, and a Hunter Orc on left side of the map. We're taking a look at Exodia. You got a Hazuabs and Zebo, Yasu, Whitemane, a Dino Kerrigan, Bad Benny on the Arthas, and Dayquaza will play your Imperious. And no one freed Harrison Jones. Oh, I mean, there was like literally instant pause. So, as we wait for the Discord issues to resolve, we do have Burn the Impure level 1 for the Imperious. So out the gate, they're going to be going for some more percent-based damage into the Deathwing. Nice way to deal with that. And I think that's one of the few ways they can deal with it. I don't think there's much percent-based damage otherwise on the side of Exodia. So we got some big Exodia believers in chat. I have no idea on that LaFosse. I couldn't tell you, bud. Couldn't tell you. You're going into Consume Vitality. You've got your Ana Contact Healing. Kerrigan with Fury the Swarm. Ready being requested from the team that did not pause, so we'll see what ends up happening with that one. But either way, we can just chill out here for the time being. Looks like they're swapping out of a Discord or something. All right, and they're ready. All right, here we go, everybody. So, what is it going to be? Widowmaker's Nazebo. You got your freshest ingredients, Chen. Jaina's going to be going into the Fingers of Frost.
10 seconds.
Arthas with the Frost Presence, so he's going to be going to that Howling Blast level 1.
4, 3,
Pity the Frail for the White Mane, and Deathwing is what?
let your battle begin.
It's going to be Dragon Soul. Alright. Might see a Destroyer build here. Usually with Dragon Soul level 1, it's often Destroyer Deathwing with the Onslaught, little Lunge, and the Wing Flap Incinerate. Chen holding top lane, Kerrigan in the bottom, Nazebo already trying to spread some poison and such in mid lane, trying to get some stackage on his level 1, but that jar was empty as Hazuab sprays and continues to, the capture on a Dino potentially here, going to start walking on the left-hand side, ravages over to Leoric, the drain is applied, and Jaina and friends cannot find any sort of setup for a kill. Big Blizzard onto the wave and bottom. The Orc will be left down here, it looks like, as Chen, I apologize, went down to top lane. I did not see the rotation into him on top lane. Beautifully done from Dehaka and friends to get the first kill for the Exodia stat. Or, sorry, for Exodia. Big Exodia believers to take this map 5. See if ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew can upset. Porky taking a little too long to try and harass Hazuabs on that Siege Giant camp on the left side. I assume Siege Giants are both going to be cleared here in bottom lane. Kerrigan looking for... she's just going to ravage to the minions up there. She breaks the drain. Leoric Wraith walks to the side. He does tap well. As Chen in top lane is back, there is some decent damage on that fort gate. And there will be also Jaina on the right side getting a bruiser camp. Nice Blizzard coming down onto that. A Chen top lane Celestial charged by Dehaka, but BRB still can be fine to back off. The big thing to mention is that the first 2 objectives are scripted. The first objective being top and center, and the second objective being in the bottom of the map. So if you're able to weaken the fort gate of top lane and then get the top objective, you can guarantee the top fort, which means periodic catapult pressure in that lane in your favor, passive experience gain, and structure experience gain. You do have level 4s on both sides. It is going to be more Nazebo spiders thrown in. BRB soaking, taking a little bit of damage from that. Burst potentially onto Dehaka. Healing darts going out here and there. The Orc with a drain onto Bad Benny. And it is going to be center and bottom locations opening up. 5 seconds to go on that one. Deathwing will be chilling in bottom lane. He's going to go ahead and get a Lava Burst. This is the World Breaker form of that Lava Burst. He'll clear things out. Maybe push up onto the fort gate a little bit. Kerrigan is here, and Deathwing's like, that's cool. I'm just going to back away. Porky in the top lane chunked. He does not have a well tap, I believe. 31 seconds on that cooldown. So a few healing darts from Hunter Orc will land. Porky steps up for a skeleton swing. Jaina Blizzard onto the wave, but here are the temple shots into the top temple walls. Nazebo continues to siege in, and this is looking like it is going to be an entire top fort lost. Chen holding mid lane, and he did weaken, or things were weakened in mid lane as well, so this might be fort for fort. It is neutralized here since they have opposing or contested players on this. Leoric Wraith walks out of that zombie wall from Nazebo. There's going to be a flying kick to the side from Chen with a stagger active. Imperius is still just chilling on top lane. Bad Benny holding the center point. Dehaka getting top, and it's looking like a really good start for Exodia. They will confirm top fort, it does look like, indeed. Leoric in top lane may get taken down. He's fine. Little giggle beam from White Mane, but Nazebo wants to get that stackage. Top temple shots will then fire into mid. Mid is going to finish out. Actually, no. There's going to be ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew grabbing control over this objective. Bad Betty steps back onto the point. Kerrigan in bottom lane. The last temple shots will go over to the mid lane fort. It's going to be dropped down to 50%. Hazuab stunned by a World Breaker Earth Shatter. And first kill to the side of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew picked up off of the Chen. Imperius rotating in from the top lane to see a Celestial Charge. Nice Lava Burst into the bush just to check, anticipating the Imperius rotation. Celestial Charge still lands onto BRB soaking. There's going to be a Molten Flame from Deathwing. Dehaka is so low. Leoric Wraith walking in. Has a big skeleton swing. Cataclysm from Deathwing as well. Dehaka is able to back away somehow. What? White Mane healing on point. Dino getting hit with a few autos from this Ana as well. Dotted up, Bida grenade goes out. Molten Flame onto Bad Benny, cooks him up, and Jaina has the burst. A little fire and ice right there. Kerrigan, Primal Grasp into Impaling Blades, will set up the kill into Leoric as the trade. Bit of a bloody game here. 5 minutes in, 4 total kills, and we'll see some camps to be grabbed, I assume. Jaina's gonna get a quick wave in bottom. Then soaking top. Map-wise, it is leading in favor of Exodia. Next objective, as we talked about earlier, will be singular in the bottom of the map, and then we get into the RNG of it all. Ozuwab's getting this left side camp, 40 baseline stacks for him, 73 on the Kerrigan, and she will have her first milestone for the Ravage, a 125 additional damage. Howling Blast lands. That's an Impaling Blade after the Primal Grasp, but Chen is able to flying kick through a minion to back away to safety. Nasibo level 1 is done. There's no Big Voodoo, no Blood Ritual at 4. He's going into full Spider build at 1, 4, and 7. 10 Talontiers are almost here. Chen already having Wandering Keg. We have your Deathwing is actually going to be going into Cataclysm upgrade. Entomb, Ring of Frost, and Nano Boost as Leoric does fall. A third kill to the left-hand side, as it is Scarlet Aegis with 444 health, 40 armor for 4 seconds. Army of the Dead, Ultralisk, Gargantuan, and Wrath of Angiris. The Sky Suplex with Dayquaza. Arthas holding bottom. Kerrigan just still ravaging around, finishing up that baseline ravage. She's got to be over 100 stacks already. Fight breaks out, Kerrigan on her way down his bottom, a Nano Boost of Jaina, the Entomb from Leoric, Deathwing with wing flaps of Incinerate, the Wandering Keg from Chen, Yasu a little bit low, Deathwing is the one to go down, Porky should be the next to fall as Kerrigan ravages in, looking for more onto the Jaina, but Chen, flying kick to the side, Primal Grasp and Impale launches that Panda, and there's more kills over to Exodia, who are like, alright, you know what, we had our fun in maps 1 through 4, let's guarantee this map number 5. 4 kill advantage, structure advantage as well. Bottom fort is going to fall. If it doesn't fall to the tower shots, which I think it's going to be like down to 25%, boss should confirm this. Sleep Dart lands onto a few enemies.
Enough of my temple's power. Return to your war, heroes.
So there's that. Oh, hold on. York trying to wait to walk out. Porky gets a couple of heals. Flying kick from Chen into a Wandering Keg onto Dayquaza, and Pierce trying to maneuver to the side. The cleanse from White Mane Intercession activated. Chen almost got caught by the zombie while at the tail end of that, but he ended up getting pushed out. 107 on your Kerrigan for her Ravage. She's only 23 stacks away. Less than that, actually. Sorry, math is hard. Leoric. Porky tries to back off. Drain applied. Spider's chasing. Less than 10 stacks for the Kerrigan. 55 for Nasibo on his baseline right now, as there will be an Ice Block level 7 for, or level 13 for him. Deathwing drops down from the sky. And Chen Fresh's Ingredients is completed, but as I mentioned, is burned beneath my shadows. When an enemy fort or keep is destroyed, the cooldown of Cataclysm reset. Cataclysm periodic damage increased by 80%. As Kerrigan is away pushed up the top. The RNG locations for our third objective will be top and bottom of the map. Drain applied. Wandering Keg on to Dayquaza, who I think was hit with a Sleep Dart. Cataclysm across this engagement. Entomb from Leoric captures a couple enemies. Leoric, Porky is trying to back away. Chen takes down the Imperius as the Wandering Keg displaced him. I believe right there, right? Yeah, that cooldown looks about right. So double objective. What is the priority area for Exodia? Because realistically, they are very happy to trade in this moment. They're going to be getting damage on the mid-fort, since top and bottom are taken down. Mid-fort still being available. Doesn't matter if it's top or bottom objective. They'll be firing into mid. But if they're holding on to bottom, then the tower shots will continue into bottom lane fort, or keep. Which will be nice, because it was weakened slightly by the boss, and they could take down that entire gate and everything. Mid lane wave is pushing up here. Kerrigan will ravage in. She's done with her baseline. I do see a little bush party over here. They're going to try and collapse onto Dino. Primal Grasp into Impale. Ultralisk. They literally just kill the Ana, ignore the Jaina Leoric, and now the fight continues. Giggle Beam from White Mane. Celestial Charge onto the Jaina, and the Entomb kind of blocks any further pressure. We have that Arthas, as I mentioned, in the bottom lane. So now he's going to finish out this mid lane fort, and then shots go on to bottom lane keep gate. Really good macro play coming out from this Exodia in this map number 5. Hazuabs with the 1v1 up against BRB Soaking. Pops the Gargantuan. Flying kick onto Hazu here. Egg smash and everything. Whitemane is rotated up. She does have her ultimate if she wants to pop it. Leoric goes down to the Imperious Cataclysm from Deathwing out of this engagement. And tiny Deathwing right there. Siege Giants pushed up at bottom. Imperious may get a couple shots onto the 4, or autos onto the keep. Doesn't look like it actually. Boston 1 minute 43. And it is Exodia with an absolute tear here on Sky Temple. Derby Soaking gets rooted. Celestial Charge. Porky respawning on Leoric. Top lane wave. The campus is getting thin, but the minion wave is pretty decent here. Jaina dealing with bottom. Arthas pushing up a wave once again onto the keep, which is below 50%. Next objective phase will be in the center or top location. So I think the members of ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew want to try and confirm a keep. That's going to be a good Celestial Charge into the Jaina. The Zombie Wall follows that up as well. She drops a Ring of Frost, connecting onto the Ziva, but he don't care. There's going to be a Wrath of Angiris. No Zombie Wall to follow it up this time, but Toads into the face of Porky. He will be taken down. Siege Giants are still pushing in here. This might be GG, actually. Death timers are still kind of low, so maybe not. Celestial Charge goes in. BRB Soaking low. Howling Blast lands. We do have Shatter level 13 damage over time. Chen drinks up a bit of brew. Mid lane keep gate being worked on. Next objective will have an announcement very shortly for the contestable phasing. Look at that. It's like my job. That's why Blizzard should hire me. Dino, canceling Hearth, mounting up. BRB Soaking has a quick flying kick. Seal applied, Wandering Keg. Dino is going to get a cleanse from the intercession. BRB is still going in for this chase. 10 seconds on the objective, but Exodia has managed to disengage completely. It is level 16 on both sides. But what is our objective facing going to look like? Obviously, mid shots would be beneficial. Top shots still have to go through an entire keep gate. Deathwing swapping forms on the left side of the engagement. Subjugation, Shared Punishment, level 13, 16 for the Whitemane, as you see the reduced model size and beam jumping to other enemies. That's a Celestial Charge from the Imperious. Arthas is going to stay on the objective. Chen trading in top lane. Kerrigan ravaging onto Sven, who's going to try and onslaught out, but there's a zombie wall in the way. And as Grubby always said perfectly, Deathwing's biggest issue, walls. Shots should confirm keep here. Chen does get the consolation kill of the bottom lane fort, and the barrage of last shots will clear out this keep, get a couple on the keep gate of top lane, and a boss is being called here for Exodia. If they walk this in, I think this could be GG through bottom. Kerrigan finds a combo into the Chen, who wanted to maybe play the angle for that Wandering Keg, but now Chen is going to die. The Celestial Charge misses, he flying kicks inside. Wandering Keg, damage over time, no Healing Dart! The Healing Dart didn't come out in time. Leoric Wraith walking beside Kerrigan. Does she have a Ravage? There's a Wrath of Angiris that is going to take Leoric to death. A Cataclysm across. Ana falls as well. This is going to be Kerrigan ravaging in onto the Ana, or onto the Jaina. She goes down. Dino wants the Finland. Dino wants the Finland. We'll see if he can get it before the allies can clear out or take down the core. Overplating dropping rapidly here, as it does look like Dino will be able to confirm this kill. Does get achieved, and Exodia will knock ImpromptuRoleSwapCrew out of this tournament. And Exodia continues through the bottom bracket next weekend. Now, here's the best part, chat, as I have been saying all day. Besides the fact that we're currently 21 subs away from our goal, the fact that we're going into a third best of 5. The winner of the upcoming best of 5 will go up against Exodia, and it looks like I already have a lobby.